It was just a regular night. I went to bed like I always did, not expecting anything out of the ordinary. I don't remember what time it was when it happened, just that I suddenly woke up, paralyzed. I was lying on my back, eyes wide open, but I couldn't move a muscle. That's when I saw her, a woman, standing at the end of my bed. Her long, dark hair hung over her face. She didn't say a word. She didn't make a sound. She just stared. And then she started to move. Slowly, without warning. She crawled under my blanket. I felt the pressure of her weight as she crept up my body, inch by inch, closer and closer. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run, but I couldn't even blink. Then she stopped, right in front of my face, and that's when I saw her face peeking out from under the blanket, her eyes wide. I could feel her breath, cold and damp, brushing against my cheek. That's when I broke free. I gasped for air, sat up, and threw the blanket off me. But she was gone. No one was there. I didn't sleep for the rest of the night, and honestly, every night after that, I dreaded going to bed, because in the back of my mind, I knew she could come back, and this time, maybe I wouldn't wake up. This is, without a doubt, the scariest thing that has ever happened to me. It left me shaken for days. I didn't want to sleep. I was too afraid it might happen again. I was 16 years old when I had this experience. My first real encounter with sleep paralysis. It was some time in the middle of the night when I suddenly woke up, lying flat on my back, staring straight up. But something was wrong. I couldn't move, not a single muscle. I was frozen. After a few seconds, I managed to turn my head slightly to the right, and that's when I felt it. What I can only describe as high winds rushing towards my face. But there was no fan, no open window, nothing. The rest of my body still wouldn't move, and that's when I saw it. In the corner of my room, a dark, shadowy figure stood completely still. It wasn't moving, but its presence was overwhelming. I could feel the danger radiating from it, like it didn't belong in this world, like it was never supposed to be seen. Time felt warped. I was stuck in that moment for what felt like 10 long minutes, just watching this thing as it watched me. Then, all at once, I could close my eyes. Again, I snapped out of it, and when I opened them, everything was back to normal, but I wasn't the same. Here's where it gets strange. Around that time in my life, I had been experimenting with meditation. I was trying to reach astral projection, to leave my body and explore the unknown. I never fully succeeded, but during one session, I remember traveling somewhere, a vast desert-like place. Now, I do live in a desert area, but not like this. This place was dry, ancient, and completely lifeless. Nothing like my suburban neighborhood. After that night, I stopped trying. I couldn't shake the feeling that the sleep paralysis incident was some kind of warning. Like something or someone was telling me not to keep going. Or maybe it was waiting for me to reach that other realm. I'm female, 18, and this was happening around the age of 15. I used to have my own room. It was always pitch black at night because my light would never work. But I was brave, and it never bothered me until I began having sleep paralysis and this weird feeling that my soul was gonna leave my body. Please believe me, this is scary. The first few nights being in my room alone was great, until of course my light stopped working. I would wake up at 3 a.m. exactly. I always had my phone right next to me. At this time, I wasn't having the sleep paralysis yet. It's just whenever I woke up, I felt strange. I can't explain it. Then, the next week, got really scary. I began having sleep paralysis. I could move as usual, but there was always some shadow standing either at the side of my bed or in front of me. I was always scared and would always pray. But then things got really weird. The next few days, while sleeping on my stomach, I would hear this weird sound, like a fan blowing too loud in my ears, or bad sound effects in a horror movie when a jump scare was about to happen. Then I would feel like I'm being sucked into a vacuum, and I couldn't move. I could open my eyes. I could breathe, like my soul was being sucked out of my body, and I don't like the feeling. And then I would scream and finally start moving. I don't know what it was, but I didn't like it. It kept on happening, and whenever I felt like I was almost out and the sound got too loud, I would just scream and force my body to get up. I don't know how to explain this, but I swear it's real. It just kept happening, along with sleep paralysis. Then I suddenly stopped. That's when I got my light back. I had it on through the night, and it stopped. But one night, something weird happened. My lights went out again, and so I decided to sleep on the floor in my living room with my sister. We have our own room. We just decided to do that. 3 a.m. again, I woke up and stretched, but when I looked back, I literally saw myself sleeping. I don't know if I was dreaming or if it was real. I don't know, I couldn't tell. It felt real though. When I looked back, I see gnomes, like garden gnomes, 8 of them, standing there. I was clearly confused. Then they began moving and pulled out a knife and charged at me. But then I woke up, same way, looked back, but didn't see myself. It happened again, but I didn't see anything. I just laid back down and woke up, the same way. Recently, I got the same feeling again, the vacuum feeling, like I was drifting away from my body, and my sister would say I would jerk up screaming and breathing hard every 5 minutes like I was dying. I don't know what this is. I just need some answers. Have a paranormal experience of your own? Share it with us at OfficialPhantom.mic at gmail.com. Whether in text or voice recording, we want to hear your story. Thank you for tuning in to Phantom Mic, and remember, if you still feel alone, you weren't listening closely enough.